film fans, and welcome to episode 2 of the Summer Movie Draft 2025, a Planet Geek production. This is going to be the first check-in episode of the ongoing game. Rest assured that this particular episode will not definitely be as long as the epic first episode that released, where we had everyone choosing their draft picks for this game. So these shorter episodes will be the update to the previous weekend's movie releases. Whatever came out, we will discuss what those movies made, and then anything prior to that, we will also give running totals on them. For this particular episode, it will be a solo effort, as I am the only one who had movies, your host, Troy. In following episodes, I will be joined by those whose movies came out the previous weekend as a co-host. So to begin with, the movies that were chosen for the weekend box office for May the 2nd, 2025 were Shadow Force, The Surfer, and Thunderbolts. Now, between the time of us recording the actual full draft and the actual release date of May the 2nd, the movie Shadow Force got moved to the following week, May 9th, so the only two movies that we are dealing with this weekend, which again are both purchased by me, The Surfer, and Thunderbolts. For the run of this game, we will be referring to Box Office Mojo to get all the numbers that we have for our totals. There are several different sources out there that we can collect from, but choosing one and going with it will basically be the parameters of this game. So to begin with, alphabetically, we start off with The Surfer. Directed by Lorcan Finnegan and starring Nicolas Cage and Finn Little, a man returns to the idyllic beach of his childhood to surf with his son. When he is humiliated by a group of locals, the man is drawn into a conflict that keeps rising and pushing him to his breaking point. Now, to be fully clear, there is no international opening for this movie. However, later in the month of May, there will be several other openings worldwide. So the only numbers we have for The Surfer is the domestic opening. Now, we don't have a lot of information about that, as in the number of screens and whatnot. But I can tell you that the rated R movie that runs an hour and 40 minutes had a full weekend box office of $639,114. And as it comes to the next set of numbers, we do have a lot more information, and I will put that across here as well. So the Thunderbolts, asterisk, directed by Jake Schreier and starring Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, Hannah John Carmen, David Harbour, Lewis Pullman, and Wyatt Russell, just to name a few. After finding themselves ensnared in a death trap, an unconventional team of anti-heroes must embark on a dangerous mission that will force them to confront the darkest corners of their pasts, which had a rating of PG-13 and ran 2 hours and 6 minutes. We do know that it opened on 4,333 theaters domestically, bringing in a grand total of $74,300,608. Now, before going into this weekend, it was estimated that the Thunderbolts was going to be making between $70 and $75 million, so they were pretty close on that. By any means, not nearly as big as your old school Marvel movies. And again, you can say old school because these guys have been in the theaters for quite a bit. But it is a promising start to the new summer box office with a quite impressive opening. Now, we don't have the amount of theaters for our international release, but I can tell you that internationally, Thunderbolts Asterisk made $86,100,000. So yeah, an impressive showing from around the world, giving us a grand total of $160,400,608. Now, one other thing I'd like to add to this game is a comparison note. I have actually two movies that were released in April that seem to be doing very well at this particular point, and I will also be giving a running total of those particular movies. And those particular movies are the April 4th, 2025 release of the PG 1 hour and 41-minute running movie, a Minecraft movie. Now, instead of going into all the details, I'll just give you the running totals. As of this date, which is being recorded on May the 6th, a Minecraft movie has made worldwide $874 million. So there you go. That's quite an impressive feat so far. But counter to that, the movie that was released on April 18th with a rated R rating of 2 hours and 17 minutes in length is Sinners. And as of this time, it has made a worldwide box office of $237 million. So it's kind of neat to see the juxtaposition between obviously a PG movie and a rated R movie, and movies that have been out for a lot longer than movies have been in theaters for a while. Because as I had just stated, as of this date, which is May the 6th of 2025, that these two movies, a Minecraft movie and Sinners, are still in theaters pulling in money. So it'll be interesting to see how much longer these guys get into the giant box office game that is going to be coming up. But it looks like both movies will probably be strong for a little bit. So all that being said, we are going to be now doing our grand totals. Now, of course, there's not very much to go right now. This is the first episode, and we only have one person that's on the board, and that's myself. And my running total right now is $161,098,722. And now that just leaves us to look forward to the May 9th opening movies, which, according to our list, is Clown in a Cornfield, which I own, Fight or Flight, which belongs to Candace, and the moved off to the previous week, from the previous week, Shadow Force, which, again, is a listing of mine. So again, just to put it out there, this will be a particularly short episode. Again, as the box office becomes bigger, the length of the episodes will increase. And again, having a co-host in is a little more. We get some banter between because me talking to myself is just going to sound crazy, and I don't want to push anyone away from this yet. But please be sure to come back next week for another update for the Summer Movie Draft 2025. And until then, see you at the box office. This has been Summer Movie Draft 2025, a Planet Geek production. Please be sure to download, subscribe, share, comment, and review. It most definitely helps us out. You can check out our other pop culture programming by searching Planet Geek Productions on your podcatcher of choice. You can follow Planet Geek Productions on our social media platforms: Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Tumblr, or Letterboxd. Search for Planet Geek Productions. On X, former Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky, search for Planet Geek Pod. Or reach out to us via email at planetgeekpod@gmail.com. So until next time, thanks for tuning in.